This video is lesson 10 of the Hands-on Equations learning system. And in this lesson, we're going to learn a new legal move that we can use to solve equations. Let's start by looking at the equation at the top of the screen, 3x plus star equals x plus 4. And I'm going to go ahead and model that. So we need 3 x-men plus a star equals an x and a 4. In our last lesson, we learned that when an x and a star are together, they combine to have a value of 0 because they are opposites of each other. So if an x and a star are on the same side of an equation like they are right here, we can remove the pair of x and star, which we call a 0 pair, because it is really worth nothing. So I can remove this pair. Now they have to be on the same side for them to be a 0 pair. Now that we've removed that 0 pair, we can continue with our other legal moves. We can remove an x from both sides. And we've now discovered that x has a value of 4. Just like always, when we do our check, we set everything back up to its original state. And then we plug in the value of x for every pawn, and then the value of star for every pawn. Well, if x is 4, star would have to be -4 because it's the opposite. So now we're going to check our total values. We have 4, 8, 12, minus 4 brings us back to 8. And on the right-hand side, we have 4 plus 4, which is 8. So our check, 8 equals 8, confirms that the equation is true for values of x equals 4 and star equals -4. Here's another example. We have 2x plus star plus x equals x plus 5. Setting that up, we have 2 x's, a star, another x, and on the right-hand side an x and a 5. We just learned that a 0 pair, a star and an x together on the same side, has a value of 0, so they can be removed together. So I see a 0 pair right here, and I'm going to remove that 0. Now I see an x on each side that I can remove. And now I've found my solution, x equals 5. If x equals 5, star would have to equal -5. I'm going to set up my equation to its original state, and then plug in the values of star and x. X was 5, star was -5, and I'm going to perform the check. 5, 10, back to 5, 10, and then of course 5 plus 5 is 10, so we have both sides equal to 10. 10 does equal 10, so we have confirmed that x equals 5 and star equals -5 to solve this equation. Here's one more example. This would be a good time to pause the video and try this on your own, and then unpause the video and check your work. We have 4 x's plus a star plus 1. That has the same value as 2 x's plus a 5. Now you may notice that there are multiple legal moves that you could make here. For example, you could remove a blue pawn from either side. Matter of fact, you could do 2 blue pawns from both sides. We could remove a number cube from both sides. Of course, if we removed a number cube, you have to make sure you remove the exact same value of number cubes from both sides. And I also see a 0 pair right here that's on the same side that we could remove. It doesn't really matter which legal move you start with, so that's totally up to you. But do keep in mind that if, for example, we removed the 0 pair first, and if there weren't any other blue pawns, any other of the x's on this side, and we removed this pair, we would no longer have the ability to remove a blue pawn from this side. So I'm going to go ahead and start solving this. I think I'm going to remove this 0 pair that I see first. So the star and the x are both on the same side, and together they're worth nothing. So I'm going to get rid of them. Then I see two x's on each side. So this x and this x and this one and this one. If I remove both of them from each side at the same time, I'm not changing the value of my equation, and it'll still stay in balance. And now I see a number cube on each side. I'm going to remove the smallest number cube, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. 5 minus 1 is 4. So it looks like x is equal to 4. And if x is equal to 4, star is the opposite. So 4 units from 0, but on the left side of 0 would be negative 4. Now to do the check, I need to set everything back up to the original equation. So 4x plus star plus 1 equals 2x's plus 5. Plug in the values of x and star. X was 4, and star was negative 4. And then just add them all up. 4, 8, 12, 16, minus 4 is back to 12, plus 1 is 13 on the left side. And on the right side, 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Our check, 13 equals 13, confirms our solution of x equals 4 and star equals negative 4. So to recap, in this lesson we used our knowledge that a star and an x together have no value because they are opposites of each other. They're an opposite pair or a zero pair. So therefore, when they are on the same side of an equation, we can remove them without changing the value of the equation.